What's going on, guys? Okay, we have so much to talk about. So I've been getting a lot of messages because I go live on TikTok. So thank you guys. And like so many of you guys show up over there. So I appreciate you. Okay, check it out. So I'm on TikTok, right? And I'm live and I keep seeing the same comments over and over. Talk about Nikita Dragun. Where is Nikita Dragun? So we're gonna be talking about Nikita Dragun. Yay! Okay, this is so interesting to me because, and I have receipts, and I'll talk to you about them and what I really think is going on. It is no secret to me, right? I feel like I've been blessed with the power of discernment. Okay, and I can just like see through situations, you know, or see through people or read people very well, right? And that's just my opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong. Have been before, but check this out. So Nikita Dragun, you know, is an open transgender woman. Now, with that being said, I've always found Nikita Dragun's career to be very interesting because I've always thought to myself, like, how does she make any money?
Alright, you guys, I had to bring my girl Nikita Dragun back for my channel. I mean, we only got to film once.
One time.
But it was a fucking epic video.
It, like, to die for.
So if you guys missed it, me and Nikita swatched my entire holiday and winter collection a month ago.
So honored.
And you know what was so funny? Is like, whenever I like read someone or say anything slightly catty, people come for me so fucking hard, right? But the thousands of people that came for Nikita sure didn't give a fuck about
I love it. It made my skin softer, my butt bigger.
Yes. So my favorite thing about Nikita is I love her high-pitched screech. I love it when her tongue hangs out of her mouth. And most importantly, after all the shade is over, I just love her as a friend. So, how did you feel about everyone judging you? Welcome to my life.
Basically, all I have to say to that is and like a little
amen. Everyone was like coming for us like we were Miley. I'm like, what's wrong with being excited? But I think even before we even put on primer, I think you should let everyone know why you were so excited to be in that first video.
Yeah,
because you didn't really get to like state your moment. Yeah.
Well, I was just so honored and so excited about it just because like I literally remember the moment of me sitting in my college dorm, rubbing my like $20 together to grab, you know, I couldn't even get the first collection because I had to work for it.
When I very first launched, I launched 3 liquid lipsticks on Black Friday 2014, which is crazy.
Like, I always thought that, like, how does she get so much money to do these things and to live in LA and have all these outfits and do all these crazy things, right? I've always thought about that. And a part of me has always just been interested on, like, where does she get her coin from? Like, who is her biggest sponsor? Does she have sugar daddies? Is she just well off financially, a trust fund kid? Like, I've always wondered, how does she get her coins, right? Because surely it's not just from YouTube, because she would hardly ever post YouTube videos. I thought that was just kind of weird. Anyways, well then, you know, it's been very public. You know, we reported on, you know, Nikita Dragun in the past where she went to jail for walking around a hotel, you know, halfway naked and stuff. And she got put in jail. And after that, she had like a court hearing. And that was in Miami. You know, she moved to New York too. Like, she literally left LA, moved to New York, then went to go vacation in Miami, got in trouble, and then she just kind of fell off the map. A lot of people are saying that Nikita Dragun fell off the face of the earth. And I have some receipts because if you look on her Instagram story, she's not very active over there. On her Twitter and stuff like that, she's just not very active. Her YouTube, Nikita Dragun's YouTube channel, she's just nothing there. It's like, what happened? But the receipts that I have on Nikita Dragun, she's been very active, and she's still doing it, dipping it and doing it on her OF, on her Only Ceiling fan. So she's obviously making money on her Only Ceilings. All right, she's dipping it and doing it. Now, I'm not gonna show you what she's doing or anything. I don't believe in any of that stuff, but she's doing it, and like, more power to her. If that's what you're gonna do, then do it. By all means. Live your best life. Do what you got to do to make your coins, okay? And I just kind of felt like there is something going on with Nikita Dragun that a lot of people aren't talking about. And it's been hinted, and I've heard like people say things, and her friends and things like that, that I think she checked herself into a rehab facility or like something mentally, and I'm not trying to poke fun or anything like that. And everyone has they're like, I very, very much believe that like you have to check yourself mentally. People love to go to the doctor and get themselves checked out in their blood work, but what about your mental health? Are you too stressed out? What's bothering you? Okay, you could be ADHD or bipolar and all these things and not even know it. I'm not saying that's what's going on with Nikita Dragun, but she has openly, I think in videos, talked about her having some type of mental illnesses or mental health, rather, whatever case is going on. So I feel like whatever happened in Miami was just something based on that. I'm just piecing together the little clues with a thin piece of glue of all that. Okay, a little conspiracy theory, right? I just kind of feel it's quite interesting that Nikita Dragun, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Her makeup. Do you guys remember she had a brand called Dragun Beauty? And I remember when it came out, I remember I got a PR box at one point, or did I buy the PR box? I don't know. There was two of them. There was like a crystallized one and there was like a regular one. And if you go over to dragunbeauty.com, it says sold out, sold out, sold out. Well, it's been like that for months. For months it's been like that. And I'm like, what is going on with Nikita Dragun and the Dragun Beauty? Like, are we not going to get any more makeup palettes, any more highlighters or bronzers or anything? And this is where we're at. Because so many of these influencers, they start these makeup brands, right? And they come out with like a palette and they have like really cool stuff, like imagery or whatever.
Oh my gosh, guys, we found Nikita Dragun at Marshall's Home Goods. I can't believe we found the makeup palette. Let's see if I can find the box. So I just found this laying around. Oh yeah, it is summertime, summer 2022. Here it is, the Nikita Dragun palette. It was open. Let's see if there's a... Oh yeah, it's like paper. Okay, that's good. It's a piece of paper. Where is it? I found it up here. So the box should be here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Oh yeah, $12.99. Oh my god. I remember I bought this palette. This was a good palette. I bought this. Like, this is my Halloween stuff I picked up earlier. If you want to see all this stuff, I made a video about it, but I'm buying this because Nikita Dragun, hello. Originally it was $17? No, I thought I paid more. I used to have this palette. I bought this palette when it first came out, and it was really good, especially those two and just those right there. Not so much that one, but like, but yeah. Nikita Dragun. Okay, let's see what else they have here.
And then like it just fizzles out. Like I guess they don't have enough money to buy other products to do things. Does that make sense? And I just kind of felt like, okay, no. I think that Dragun Beauty possibly could be being dissolved. All the makeup, I remember, well not all, I remember I went to like Ross, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and I found her makeup there, her palette and powders and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, so this is a smart move. They're basically selling it at wholesale and places are buying it and they're distributing at different Ross, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, or whatever the case may be. Okay, great. But then what now? So they just broke even? Like, is Nikita Dragun ever going to come and say like what happened with her makeup brand? I don't know, like, cause you put it up against, right? It's all like smoke and mirrors in a way, because I really thought that Nikita Dragun, and just hear me out, because I know there's a lot of people who don't like Nikita Dragun, but I really thought Nikita Dragun was gonna go all off, like have foundations, multiple palettes, collaborations with maybe other trans women and men, or something, right? And I had such high expectations for Dragun Beauty. But I think it just comes down to she just didn't have enough like financial backing or money behind her to really come out with like products. I could see her being in like a Sephora or Ulta or stuff like that. And I don't know. I think that just her being Nikita Dragun and the namesake wasn't enough to keep the business afloat or to sell. And maybe it was a slap in the face in reality that she didn't have such a bigger a bigger fan base that would buy and support her like she thought she did, especially after the pandemic and all that stuff. But then I look at people like Laura Lee and Manny MUA, Jeffree Star, and Patrick Star, and so many others. like I guess her peers, and they have businesses and they're continuing to do little launches. And I've noticed that makeup launches aren't coming out as fast like they used to be. And it's very like long in between before someone drops something, the independent brands that is. So Nikita Dragun, I felt like what was the strongest turned out to be the weakest. And I know that she was really close friends with Patrick Starr, and I don't really see, like, what is going on with Nikita Dragun? So many people want to know. And I guess the only way you would find out is if you go to her OF and watch her there. That's the only thing I know about. That's the only thing I know about. It's very interesting, and I think it's very sad because I thought of her to be like a big Hollywood starlet. I think that she knew how to manipulate the media because I would always see her with cameras around her and stuff like that. And you know, I thought that she was really set up for success because of her being, I don't know, really good friends with Brett Rock, Patrick Starr. She's really cool friends with Jeffree Star at one point, and so many others. And then she did the whole TikTok house, and she had a reality show on Netflix or something. Then she got into drama with Trisha Paytas. You guys remember that? But it was just a lot, and I can't help but to understand what happened with Nikita Dragun, because if you're into internet culture and the timeline, it was like this was a person who was a rising star. And I'm not saying that she's not anymore, because she very well could be still. You just never know. But I'm like, what happened to Nikita Dragun? I don't know. And I think maybe the fans deserve an update. The ones who still care, who are still sticking around. But anyways, that's what I think about that drama. Let me know what you think about Nikita Dragun. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. I love you so much.